6,885 pounds and overall really good condition. This RV is ideal for couples camping. It has a huge rear bathroom, an insane amount of storage through the interior of this thing. It's incredible how much cargo you can pack into it. It does, however, have one noteworthy defect. We're going to talk about it right away, get that out of the way, and see if this might still be the right one for you. And maybe I'm biased, but I personally think this kind of straightforward, no nonsense will let you know, what's right, what's wrong, and everything in between kind of information is a really good reason to bring your business to Haylett RV and down here to our consignment shop, Advantage One RV Brokers. This is where we sell RVs on behalf of the owners. We don't sugarcoat this stuff. If we see something, we say something on these used RVs. So what am I talking about? Well, here's what I think I've figured out. The weep holes on the outside of this window, I think got jammed up because this RV is like one of the best kept I've seen in a very long time. And if you look down this wall, you see there are a couple little braille bump mold spores in that wall. It's a bummer, but it's there. Now, the wall's nice and solid. However, if you come to review this RV in person, please exercise caution while walking through this area. Now, hopefully this top-down view doesn't make you kind of seasick. Where's it at? Where's it at? There is a very significant soft spot starting right here. You can kind of see the floor moving under my foot. You don't want to step there. This is fine. This is not. Now, you could very easily just put a plank of wood or something on top of that, and part of that does persist down through the pass-through. It's kind of a bummer that it's there, and I don't believe it's the previous owner's fault. I think they did everything they were supposed to do to take care of this one. Here's what I think happened. These things right here, these little slots, these are called weep holes. If a little bit of moisture condensation, does run down the window, it should bleed out of there. I think something at some point must have gummed those up, and it must have trapped some of that moisture in there and allowed the water to get through the wall a little bit. It's a bummer that it happened, and like I said, it does persist a little bit up here through the pass-through compartment, but it stops right there. So for the, you could work around it, you could walk around it, you could put something over top of that flooring, and for basically $0, guys, if you're okay with that, pound for pound, this is one heck of a buy. There's a lot of trailer here. So if you're still with us, you're saying, okay, I could, for the right money, I could maybe see through that. What else you got? Well, a lot of good news. Nice, light, bright colors. The furniture, the cabinetry, the flooring, everything in this is just in top-notch condition. Now, we were actually a dealer of these North Country RVs for a time, and I'm very familiar with them still to this day. It's just they were one of the first RVs that I learned really well. We got our central air system up here, but we also have a 7-foot ceiling, like a Jayco Eagle HT, like 4 Seasons luxury travel trailer here. Whereas, this is something intended to be a little bit more simple and straightforward, but this is what I call a smarter class RV. It hits all the major notes, but it does so without being an over-the-top budget kind of camper. It's a very smart series of trailers right here. And this is where I was saying, this is just like half of what I was talking about. The storage in this thing is absolutely insane. If we start up top here, with the 7-foot ceiling, they have room for huge overhead cabinets, and you can see where they put some shelving in a bunch of those. You've got that big pantry all the way down past the refrigerator, but we also have good drawer capacity right here for your forks, spoons, and knives. Now, this is a little bit of an extended living room, and it almost calls me back to some classic Fleetwood Prowler kind of stuff. With that little breakfast bar right there, I love those things. I am a sucker for those things. Anytime I see them, I'm always a happy camper. But again, the cleanliness, the care, the upkeep, this is about as sterling as an RV from this model year could have gotten. Like, you can see they kept it clean, they kept it maintained. The carpets don't have little debris down in them around the dinette. This is exactly what you want to find in a used RV. Back here in our private bathroom, super, what I call fluffy friendly. If you're a taller, wider, bigger, long-legged person, doesn't matter. You can have 2 people in this bathroom and get along just fine, although if one of you is using the bathroom, the other person probably wants to vacate the premises, but, to each their own. Now, over here, kind of like the kitchen, this is where I'm saying this thing has tons of storage, and this is what I call OMG storage, because if we open that up, all you can think is, OMG, that is a lot of storage right there. Huge closet, dresser, linen, bath, toiletry space, doesn't matter what it is loaded. Now, over here you can see, instead of like a travel trailer tub that was really common when this was built, it's got just a corner shower, and again with that 7-foot ceiling, you will not have headroom issues in here. You're going to have to, be a power forward for like the Detroit Pistons for that to be an issue, or the basketball team of your preference, obviously. Moving forward here, I love all the windows. It is so light and bright, open and airy in this thing. It is just a very comfortable experience. I like the wood tones. They're in that mid-range, but they're very warm and they're very welcoming. I really like kind of coming around in this thing here. That stovetop cover giving you a little nudge of prep space where you can set some stuff if need be. The air conditioner has a what's called a cold air dump feature. If you want to, when you first get to your site, you can flip those fins open to drop all the cold air here. Flip them shut when you're done. It'll run the air through the whole central air system. Quick little note for you, this does have dual sliding privacy doors as well as a spinning entertainment center. So if you want to flip that around at night, once you're all set to kind of crash for the evening, you don't need a second TV, which is very difficult to have a second TV when the doors that, slide behind it, well, slide around. You can't exactly have a fixed place mount. Previous owner put in a residential memory foam kind of bed in here, which is very nice, which means you could put yourself a nice large bed in here also if you are so inclined. There is, of course, storage below the bed. And there's a vent above the bed, which I think is very valuable. Now, they had it stuffed up, probably to keep the light out of their eyes, if I had to guess. But if you wanted to, you could just have that open for airflow or light. Or, considering that light fixtures right there, would not be very hard to jump some power to it and put a little power fan up there. But there's some serious overhead cabinet storage going on in this thing. And I love how the side cabinets and the side wardrobes, they're all kind of angled inward. It just really draws your eyes in, makes the whole room look and feel a little bit larger. And that headboard with that little outlet tucked in there, that's perfect for your little phone charging station. And an absolutely huge pass-through compartment starts us off out here. Those little cloth bundles you saw, those are tire covers. Previous owner is very good about taking care of their tires. And they were very kind to you, putting brand new tires on this RV right before they brought it into us. And when I mean right before they brought it into us to sell down here at Advantage One Brokers, I mean right before. There's like 5 minutes, literal time, on those tires at the time of this filming. That is pretty awesome. So we talked about the hitching that's going with this. The previous owner had camped for a lot of years, and I think they just decided that they're done. I don't know if they got like a lake property or something, an alternative, but they're just done doing it. Now the skin, the decals, everything on this looks absolutely stellar. You can see no peeling, fading, flaking. If I get you right here down the sidewall, you can just see tons of gleam and glimmer on the exterior fiberglass skin on this. Now, with my experience on this, what I remember is that the lakeside, because this is a North Country lakeside, was basically, in a sense, almost like a precursor to something like you might find the Cherokee Black Label series. It was a fiberglass skin package upgrade that very often was bundled with power jacks like you're seeing right here. So it gave the whole RV like a nice step up look and feel by going to a laminated sidewall. So we've got power awning, power tongue jack, power corner jacks. This also does have an enclosed and forced air heated belly. Now back here, one of the things I always liked on these was they had this slide out rear bumper cargo carrier. Like the Cherokees today have that kind of flip down cargo rack. This is kind of the same concept, except instead of flipping down, it slides in and out. You see that beam, that bar sticking up? That could be used to like chain some bicycles up. It's not in the slid out position currently, mind you. It can slide out much, much further than that. But you could also use that for like a little portable generator if you're going to get off the grid. Bicycles, I mean, coolers. There's a lot of different ways you could utilize that. We will climb up that ladder to take a look at the roof in just a second, but first I wanted to peek at the little camp kitchen here. This is so handy. And, just having a fridge and a real sink with a real drain outside, those are very, very valuable features. Now, you don't see a cooking surface on the outside of this one. What Heartland would always do is they would, you know, give you hookups like this over here, and there's a gas grill hookup right below that, where you could add your own, you know, propane cooker of your variety, if you were even interested in cooking outside. A lot of people, what they find with a camp kitchen is the fridge and the sink are awesome, and anything else that you can do outside is just bonus material. But what's kind of cool with this one having that separate grill hookup, it's accidentally, unintentionally stayed very modern and current by being Blackstone friendly, which I think is awesome. And something that was absolutely no surprise to me, the roof has seen all of the proper care, maintenance, and upkeep you would expect. It's obviously been cleaned and conditioned over the years, or else it would be very dark black, spotty. The bathroom and the bedroom ceiling vents have the Max Air covers on them, so if you want some good anytime airflow, you can. It looks like it was stored indoors when it wasn't in use, because I see a lot of original factory sealant here, but most of it looks still pretty viable. But when we get back here, you can actually see where they've done some touch-up work. So they were on top of everything. They never let anything set. That is what you want to see on a used RV. You want to make sure that the folks are taking care of it. Sure appears that they did. I think Mother Nature done did them a heckin' bamboozle up in that bedroom window, but short of that, this thing's aces. Absolutely aces. So pardon our dust right here. We are in the process of, we'll be taking down the old building. We got the new one up, and we've got all kinds of construction work going on over here. So we can basically double our facilities and improve our ability to assist clients like yourselves here at Advantage One RV Brokers, just like we do down the street at Haylett RV. So if you like what you see, give us a call. Hitching, pieces, parts, trades, finance, RV delivery, and everything in between, we do it all. Take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy camping, everyone.